Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Malkeet Singh Academy. My name is Gsuite. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to create e-certificates for free. This is a complete tutorial in a step-by-step manner, and this tutorial is not only for creating e-certificates, but after watching this video, you will be able to create e-admit cards and custom PDFs with the applicant's name on it and so on. So you can use it for your own purpose after learning about all the steps. So if you want to conduct an online competition and want to distribute e-certificates to a large number of students, then this video is definitely for you, as I have successfully distributed thousands of certificates at national and international level for my institution for various competitions. So you can see that on the screen all the certificates that I have created using names, classes and their position, etc. And I have also uploaded it on the website in which student can search for their name and download their e-certificate. So without wasting any time, let's start this video. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. I regularly make these kind of educational videos. And guys, this is the part 1 of the video, how to make e-certificates. In this part, I'm going to share with you the complete process of how to make e-certificate and how to send them by email to the students or applicants, or sending the complete PDF file with the certificate links in it. But in the next part, in the part 2, I'm going to share with you how you can upload all the links of your e-certificate on your website with the help of a search bar and using HTML table. So because of the length of this video, I'm going to cover this in the part 2. So guys, in order to create e-certificates, you are going to need 4 things. First one is your Google Drive. Second one is your e-certificate image. Third one is autocrat add-on for your Google Drive, and which is very useful tool for making bulk e-certificates. I'm going to explain about this add-on in this video if you haven't heard of, like how to use it, etc. And the fourth one is Canva application for making e-certificate images. So you can use any application that you want, but I'm using Canva application in this tutorial, and this is a great application for making e-certificates. So you will find ready-made templates here in this Canva application, but you can download this application on your mobile. It will work perfectly on mobile also. Now guys, I'm going to switch to my computer screen so that you will have more clarity that what I'm talking about. So guys, first of all, you have to open your Google Drive. So let me click on this plus icon here, and I have to open my Google Drive. Similarly, you have to do the same. But before opening Google Drive, so you have to sign out from all of your accounts that are currently added into your browser here. So I'm using Google Chrome here. So if I click on this icon here, you can see I have 2 accounts that are currently signed into my browser. So this is my secondary account and this is my primary account, my YouTube channel account here. So in order to use this autocrat add-on, we have to sign out from all of our Gmail accounts here. So I'm going to click on this sign out all accounts. And guys, trust me, this is very important, because when you try to run this autocrat application into your Google Sheet that we are going to cover in this video tutorial, so if you have only one account, then this add-on will work. But if you have multiple accounts, then this is not going to work. So you have to sign out and you have to use only a single account. So I'm going to click on sign out all, and I'm going to again sign in through this Gmail account here. So Malkeet Singh Academy. So I'm going to click on the sign out all accounts. So you can see signed out from all my accounts. So I'm going to click on this. So after inputting the password, you are now only have one single account that is currently running into your Google Chrome here, signed out. So we are good to go. So now I'm going to open my Google Drive. So click on Drive. So here in this Google Drive, you have to first create a folder for your e-certificates or admit cards or whatever you want to create. So you can create anything, you can add any information of all the persons or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to click on new. So I'm going to create a new folder. So it is just like it will organize your certificates and your information. So it's my hobby, always create a new folder. So click on folder. So I'm going to name this folder e-certificates. Okay, so you can name it anything you want. Click on create. So here it is our folder, so I'm going to double click on it. So now you have to do two things here. First, I'm going to create a slide, a Google slide here. So right click and click on Google slide. So I'm going to click on Google slide and it is going to create a slide for me. So I will come to this Google slide later on in this video. So click on got it. So I'm going to name it. So I'm going to name it template for e-certificates. Okay, so I'm going to close it because we are going to need this Google slide later on. And here it is, template for e-certificates. Now you have to create a Google sheet. So I'm going to click on Google Sheets here. So in this Google Sheet, I'm going to add all the information of my students or employees or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to name it e-certificate. Let me double click here. So e-certificate data. So I'm just naming it. So you can name it whatever you want. So here in the column header, I'm going to write name. So maybe department, and later on I'm going to complete this Google Sheet and we are going to run this add-on that we are just going to install in our Google Drive. So maybe awards, so something like that. Okay, so in the starting of this video I have talked about that you are going to need four things. So first one we have covered. So you have to create two files, a Google Sheet and a Google slide in your Google Drive. And second that I'm talked about that you have to create you have to add a add-on in your Google Sheet. So I'm going to click on this add-ons. So click on it and you have to click on this get ads on. So you have to install this add-on and you have to give all the permissions to this autocrat add-on in your Google Sheet. So you have to search here in the Google Workplace Marketplace. So I'm going to click on autocrat. So this is the application, guys. So it is the best application for creating thousands of certificates simultaneously. So I'm going to click on autocrat. So this application is really helpful when you are creating multiple certificates or anything you want to create and you want to fill out the information. So click on install and click on continue. So you have to, maybe you have to sign in again into your account, or maybe it's want your authorization. So click on your account and give all the permissions to this application, this add-on. So here you can see you have to grant all the access. So just give it all. So click on allow. So click on done and close this workplace. The next thing that I have talked about in the starting, that you have to create a e-certificate. So for that we are using Canva application. So you have to write Canva in your web browser. So this is a web-based application where you can create very good certificates. So very easily, all you have to do is you can use the ready-made templates in this application. So I always prefer to go Canva, and you can do a lot of things in Canva. So it is a pretty great application for anyone. So you don't need any professional skills to do that. So here you have to sign up. If you do not have the account, you can create and sign up from your Google account. So here you can see in the search, you have to search for e-certificates. So I'm writing certificates here because I have talked about that you're gonna need a image of a certificate in order to create multiple certificates. So now here, guys, you can see that there are so many certificates that you can use. These are ready to use templates. So you can use any template. You have to just fill out your information in that. So let me use a very good certificate here. So all these certificates are pretty great. You can see here. So they all look professional and you don't need to do anything in these certificates. So just select your certificate and just type in whatever you want. So here let me select this one, so certificate of completion. So I'm going to click on it, and it is going to open here in my this window here. So you will get some tools here on the left side where you can edit it and change the formatting of this certificate here. So here guys, you can see that this is the certificate that we are going to download as an image. So you can customize it like you want to change something here. So for example, I want to change here and I want to add my YouTube channel name here. So here I'm going to write my academy name, so Malkeet Singh Academy. So you can easily customize it. Okay, so all you have to do is certain things like edit, and so it is pretty easy. You can also change the color. So I'm not going to cover how to create a certificate. Okay, so it is pretty easy. So let me write Y here, and you can also change the names here. So maybe I don't want that. Click on delete and delete. Here I'm going to write my name here, so Gsuite Singh. And now the one thing is guys, that whenever you are creating certificates, so I'm also don't want that, so I'm going to click on ungroup. Once you are using it, you will get a hang of this application. You can easily create stunning certificates and all that. Okay, so here I'm going to delete that. So I'm going to delete that because I'm going to write it in my Google Slides. So this is our certificate here you can see. So what we are going to do, certificate of completion, this certifies that. Here we are going to write the name, has completed the Malkeet Singh Academy Professional Engineer Program, and here I can write my name. So it's pretty easy here. So I'm going to click on this download button here, and you can also change the name. So I'm going to write here e-certificate and click on download, and now you have to download it as an image. So click on PNG, so it is a high quality image, and click on download, and it is going to download here. So PNG file, so it is a kind of a high quality file you can see. So you have to open it, so click on show in folder, and this is our file here. So I'm going to cut it and I'm going to paste it on the desktop. So click on paste. So here it is guys, you can see this is our certificate, and here we are going to write the name of the applicant here and all the information here. So you have to upload this certificate inside your Google Sheet, but before uploading you have to know the dimension of this certificate. So I'm going to click on open with Paint, because in Paint you will get the dimensions like resolution. So this resolution is 1056 into 816. So this is the resolution of this certificate, because these are very important when you are creating multiple certificates. So this is the resolution, because if you are creating portrait certificates, then the resolution is different. Okay, so I'm going to write this resolution here. So I don't know where is this sticky here, sticky notes. So here I'm going to write 1056 into 816. So this is the resolution. Click on. So I'm not going to use that. Okay, now you have to come again to your Google Drive. So here we have created two files here. So now you are going to need this template for e-certificates. So I'm going to click on it, and it is going to open my Google slide here. Now guys, you have to delete everything here in your slide. So I'm going to delete this one here. So I'm deleting that, and I'm also not going to need that. So click on delete. So now we have a empty slide. The next thing guys you have to do is to change the dimension of this slide. So for that, click on file, and here you can see page setup. So you have to click here. And why I'm showing you this, because this is very important when you are creating different resolution certificates like portrait or landscape or any custom size that you have created from some professional Photoshop or anything like that. So you have to create the same page setup, same resolution that of your certificate. So click on custom. Now I have written the dimension of here, this 1056 and 816. So you have to write here in pixels. So this is in pixels. So I'm going to write 1056 and 816. So maybe I think that is the dimension. So yes, click on apply. So we have applied. Now you have to insert the same image, the certificate image here in your slide. So click on insert, click on image and click on upload from computer. So, and guys, this is not going to work in your mobile, so you have to do it on the system, because I don't think that autocrat works in a mobile application. So click on open. So I have selected the certificate here. Click on open. So here you can see it is properly got fit into my this Google slide here. So maybe you have to adjust a little bit here. So okay, so now it is looking pretty good. No, not that much. Okay, so now all you have to do, you have to add a tag here. So you have to insert a tag here. You can see the empty space where we have to write the name. So let me click on this text box here, and I'm going to create a text box here. Now in this text box you have to first write the opening curly brackets. You can see these arrows here, and then you have to put a space, and then again close this angle brackets by using these angle brackets. Now guys, you have to not stop here. You have to do certain settings, like you have to increase the size of these angle brackets. So you have to put 4 angle brackets, so opening and closing. I'm going to increase the size, so maybe I'm going to make it 48. So maybe not 48, maybe 56. So maybe more than that, maybe 65. So that is pretty good here. And if your name is pretty big, you can slide it to the right, and then the text will automatically go to the next line. So make sure you have to manage the size of this text box here. And the next thing is that you have to make it bold, and we have made it bold. And you can change the font settings here. So maybe impact is right, and you can see that the black color is not actually black, it is something in dark black here. So you can change the font color from here. So maybe custom, so I want a little less black type of color here. So this is the color. Click on OK. Okay, so this is good here. So we have just created a certificate which has only one name, so I have added the name here. Now your work is completed here. Now you have to close this file here. So I'm going to close this because it does not have any other information. If it has other information, like I can create another text box. So I'm going to write here in the text box here. And one thing guys, you don't have to copy these arrows here. So you don't have to copy, you have to always create a new. So here I'm going to write my name, my full name, so maybe whatever you can write here. And you can also add your signatures here, but you have to add in the, you can say in the certificate here. So you have to upload a PNG file of your signature, and you can add here. So you can do a lot of things in your this Canva application. So let me click on that here. Okay, and one thing I just forget, you have to write the name here. So I'm going to write the name. So this is how your name is going to look like. So you can still change the colors here. So maybe I'll just put black here, and all is good here, maybe not bold. Okay, so pretty much of it. And here I'm going to write my name here. So director full name, or you can also add signature. Okay, so only 2 tags, but you can add as many as tags you want in your e-certificate. So now I'm going to save it. So click on save, Ctrl S, and close it. Now here you have to come here into your Google Sheet here. So first we have to write some names here. and department, that I don't think that we are going to need that, so I'm going to delete it. So click on delete column, and here I'm going to write director. So director name, so that will be the same for everyone. So name and director name. So maybe I'm going to write here applicant name. So all of the information I'm adding here is going to help you when you are creating very complex certificates which has a lot of grades and classes and all that. So this certificate is a pretty simple one. It has only one name and this director name, so nothing else. So that is why it has only 2 column heads. But maybe you are creating a lot of complicated certificates with a lot of information, a lot of signs and dates and all that, so you can do that. And here if I open again, so from date I just got that we can add a date here. So anyway we can add a date, so let me add a date. So here we can easily add a date. So let me click on this text here, and I'm going to add a date here. So same size of this, so I'm going to write double quotation, this angle brackets, and write date and close it. So this is going to be our date, and I'm going to center it. So this is going to center it. So now it has date in it, so I'm going to close it. Okay, so now back to my Google Sheet, and here I'm going to write date also. Okay guys, so now I'm going to add some information. So I'm going to fast forward here, or maybe just cut this video here. So I'm going to write the applicant names and some dates and the director name. Okay, so let me pause this video and I'm going to write the names. Similarly, you have to add your information. Okay guys, now you can see I have completed some 6 entries here. So I have 6 people, but you can add as many as like thousands of people here. Okay, you can add as many as persons here in your Google Sheet. And one thing I miss here, I have to add the email IDs here. So I'm going to write email ID. Okay, so email ID. So email ID of different person, but I'm going to write single email ID of my YouTube channel. So if you don't subscribe yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I keep posting these kind of videos related to computer science and education. So just click on subscribe and hit the bell icon. So our Google Sheet is completed. So applicant name. Okay, let me out of it all these cells here. So applicant name here, date here, director name here, email ID. So guys, here thing is that I have only added 3 numbers, 3 values, you can say, applicant name, date and director name. So maybe in your certificate you have different things, so you can see these are the various templates. So you can create any template that you want. So you have to like customize by your needs. So maybe you want to give awards here or some achievements, or you want to add images. So it all depends on your creativity. So whatever type of certificate that you want to create. So this Canva application has a huge number of certificates which you can choose from here, from the list. So you can see so many applications. Whatever you seems fit for your organization, you can choose that, and that has their own tags. So all you have to do is to create the tags in the Google Sheet. Here we have just created in this Google Slide, sorry. So in Google Slide, all you have to do is to add the proper tags on the proper locations. So as you can see here, we have added a big name kind of tag here and very small director full name and date kind of tags. So maybe you want to add awards here, so the name of the award. So all the things are going to come here in your Google Sheet. I have added the email. So this autocrat is a paid application. So if you have only 100 users, so if you have, like I have 6 applicants, if you have 100 users, then you can email all the certificates directly to their email IDs. But if your certificates are more than 100, then you have to use certain other ways for sending the certificates, because it is paid application, this autocrat. Okay, so that is I want to clear with you guys. So it is not going to work if you have more than 100 users. So now let us run this autocrat application and see how it works. So click on add-ons and click on autocrat. So click on open, and this is going to open this application, this add-on autocrat in your web browser, this Google Sheet here, and this only run in Google Sheet. So the purpose of me making this tutorial, because you can find a lot of tutorials how to create e-certificates, but here I have discussed like you can create your custom and you can choose the size of that your certificate. So here you can see this window here, click on new job, and here guys you have to provide the name of your job, so you can use it again and again. So I'm going to write here certificates for all, okay, or maybe for YouTube channel. So click on next. So this is our name, so YouTube. Click on next. Now here you have to select the template, so you have to click on from drive. So this template is just that template we have created in Google Slide, and guys you have to only add single sheet, single slide in your Google Slide, so not more than one slide. So here you can see template for e-certificate, so you have to click on it and click on select. So this template for e-certificate is going to selected here, so you can see, and click on next. And now you have to map the source data to the template. So here merge tab, so here you can see I have only one tab here that says all certificates, and if you have more than one tab you can select the name of the tab from here. So I'm going to select all certificate because I have only one tab here, all certificates, but you can use different tabs for different certificates. So standard, and here is our first tag in this template for e-certificate, that is name, so that is the name of that. So you have to select the applicant name because we are going to add these names here, and director full name, here it is a director full name here, so director name, and at last we have date, so click on date. So all the tags are selected, and maybe guys again I'm saying that maybe you have more than 3 tags, maybe you have 10 tags, so you have to name accordingly as per your needs. So, okay, now click on next, and here file name, so I'm going to write, so let me select up here. You can see if you click on this bar here you can select the tags directly from here. So I'm going to select this applicant name and going to paste here, Control V, and here you can see put a bar here and write certificate, and here you have to select the type. So click on PDF. So PDF is the best type of file for creating PDF, and click on next. Now you have to choose the folder. So currently e-certificate folder is selected, and one thing here guys I want to share with you that if you make like multiple folders in your Google Drive, then it is not going to accessible to the users. So if you are sharing with this sheet to the users so that they can download, so you have to make sure that this folder, this e-certificate folder, must be your outside the folder. So what I'm talking about is that you can see here e-certificate. So I'm going to add all the certificates directly here, but if you make subfolders here, so these certificates are not going to access to the other people. So every time they are going to try to open it, you have to give the access. So just make sure that you add all the certificates in the same folder of your Google Sheet. Now click on next, ignore that, click on next, okay, and after that click on next. So here you can see share docs and send emails. So again guys, you can only send 100 documents through this autocrat for free. If you want to send more than 100, then you have to pay for this autocrat application. So here you can see to whom. So you have to select the email ID tag here, and I'm going to copy it and paste it. Okay, so you can also type in the subject. So I'm writing here e-certificate for YouTube. So YouTube Academy. And here one thing important here you can see, guys. So if I write here hello there, you have hello here. I'm going to write the tag here. So this is the pretty good thing here. So if I select this applicant name, and if I control V here and put the comma here, so hello applicant name, so that is going to write the name of the applicant. You have, oh my god, I'm very terrible at, you have successfully completed the course. Please find the attachment of your e-certificate. Okay, something like that. Okay, attachment. Okay, click on next, and now you have to just click on no and no for running the trigger. So click on save. So no other option, click on save, and this is going to save our job here, and later on you have to run it. So here you can see certificates for YouTube channel. So click on run. So it is going to, this autocrat is going to run this application. So here you can see, guys, if I scroll this here, you can see it is just running. 6 rows will be merged. And guys, if you have more than 500 or 600, then this autocrat is going to take some time. Okay, because it is just creating all the certificates, so it is going to take time, but it is not going to take a long time. It will hardly take 30 or 40 minutes if you have 2000 certificates. Here you can see this autocrat has successfully ran this job here, certificate for YouTube channel. So if I click on close, so here you can see, guys, all the links are created. So this is our certificate 1, and this is certificate 2, and you can also see the confirmation that is successfully sent to this mail here. So let me open this mail, and you will find 7 mails from my same email ID. So I'm going to click on Gmail here. So click on Gmail. So here you can see, guys, I have opened my Gmail here. So 7 mails. So if I click on the first one here, you can see it is going to write my name here. So this is kind of email that is going to send to everyone by autocrat. So my internet connection is pretty slow today. Okay, here you can see, guys, hello Singh, you have successfully completed the course. Please find the attachment of your e-certificate. So here you can see my name on it. So I have successfully completed my e-certificate for YouTube Academy. So this is how you can create your e-certificates and send directly to your applicants. So if you have less than 100 applicants, you can email them directly. If you have more than 100, then you have to pay for that to the autocrat. So you can see it does not look very good, but you know what I'm talking about. You can create any type of certificate, any color that you want. Okay, so if I click on back button, so this is for me. Oh my god. So here you can see the other certificate. So hello Malkeet Singh, you have successfully completed the course. Please find the attachment of your e-certificate. So this is our certificate here. So different certificates for different persons. So using this autocrat, you can create as many as certificate, and if you have a very long name, it is automatically going to shift here. So you have to make sure that you are using the appropriate size of your text. Okay guys, so now in the sharing part, so I have showed a PDF to you. So either you can click on this file and download it and download this file as a PDF. So you can delete these here. So if I click on delete here, so I'm going to delete all that here, and I can download this as a PDF. So I'm going to delete that G to T. So I'm going to download here, click on file and click on download. So PDF, so just save it as a PDF. You can customize it and color it whatever you like. Click on export. So now you can either upload this Google Sheet directly to your website or whatever you using. So I'm going to click on open. So here you can see this is the PDF we have just created, and it has all the links here of different certificates. So you can see, so whenever user just search for their certificate, they can click here. So like I want to open my happy certificate here, so just click on it and it is going to open that certificate. So you can either share this PDF to the users, to the applicants, or I have shown okay, so this is the way, or you can email them if you have less than 100 applicants. So that is all, guys. So this is the part 1, guys, how to make e-certificates and send them by using email IDs and sending the PDF file with the links in it. In the part 2, I'm going to explain it to you how you can upload all the certificate links on your website using a search bar and a HTML table. So don't forget to watch that part 2 if you want to upload all the certificates on your personal website. So that is all for part 1, and I hope I have covered all the steps here in this video. And if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe. See you soon, guys, in the part 2.